Hello, it is Friday, October 10th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword today, so we're going to be solving a themeless Friday crossword. Could be a bit punny, have a bit of misdirection. That's often what happens on Fridays, and we'll find out soon enough if that's the case today. This edition of the Daily Solve, this themeless edition, has been brought to us by Matthew Drake, Josh Allen, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Their generous support keeps this channel going day by day, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to those four and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so yourself, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, there is the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon at any level. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? This is a construction by Colin Adams, who's responsible for about half a dozen puzzles in the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. It's a Friday themeless crossword. Let's start solving. Viking of cartoon fame. That's Hagar the Horrible, as I recall. I'm pretty sure that's who we're talking about here. Let's see, though. Instrument in the emblem of Ireland, a harp. Okay, so Hagar is looking pretty good. Together musically. Could it be a duet? That's sort of two together. Maybe. Let's see. Best-selling singer whose album titles are all Arabic numerals, Adele. Yeah, are they her ages? I think might be the case. Expert on inheritance. Something lawyer? A geneticist. Yeah, there we go. Inheritance in the sense of biological, genetic inheritance. Okay, magician's cry. Alakazam? Yeah, that fits. Treats again in a way as a sprain. Re-ices? No, re-tapes maybe? To charge is to run at someone. Cry after a reappearing act. Peekaboo. Hard to miss shot is a tap-in maybe in basketball. So yeah, this does look like retapes a sprain. I think that's right. Offered. If you offered something, it was offered, bid, took, seized. So offered, bid. I bid you farewell, I offered you. Is that? Bid, offered. I think that must be right. I think that's correct. The Emperor and his subjects in Disney's The Emperor's New Groove. Incas, I've never actually seen this, but I think that must be right. Greek letter that refers to a lone wolf in Gen Z slang. I'm not sure. Is it sigma? That's a Greek letter. Is sigma is a lone wolf, maybe? Not sure. Let's see. Mirthless. If you're mirthless, you're grim. Okay, so sigma looks good. Company whose stock price cratered in the early 2000s, Enron, famously. And 12 pages, maybe months? Like 12 pages in a calendar? I guess that must be right. Colonial homes. Ant hills, like an ant colony. That might be right. I bet it is. That's a little bit of a sort of punny Friday clue. If one was no longer under the weather, one healed, maybe? Then you were no longer feeling ill. Preceding periods. Yeah, preceding periods are eves. The eve, the time before, the night before, something. Actress/activist Cox. I'm not sure offhand. What about this? One-of-a-kind individual. I'm not sure about that either. Creates. Right, I'm not sure about any of those. What about this one? Star. Where all of your knowledge might be wasted. Okay, this little corner down here is suddenly giving me quite a lot of resistance. Bit of a fast food side order. Fries or something? Bit of a fast food side order. bit of it. I don't know. Was totally awesome. Blank choy, bok choy, probably the vegetable. Was totally awesome. Yeah, just not sure. Pretty please, may I? Bit of a fast food cider. This doesn't look very good, does it? Pretty please. I don't know. Rams legend Dickerson, no idea. Rackets, dins, like noises. One might be ticked off. A checkbox or someone annoyed. Common parfait toppings. I'm not sure. Probably ends with an S. By. I'm not sure about that either. Where all of your knowledge might be wasted. I don't know what that's about. Oh, that's frustrating. Bit of a fast food side order. Onion ring? Is this not healed? Maybe that's what's been tripping me up, or one of the things anyway. Okay, that works. By. Was no longer under the weather. Held on? Was totally awesome. Oh, kicked ass maybe? Okay, this is starting to work. Pretty please, can I? Rams legend Dickerson. Eric maybe? Star. Series? Star. Was no longer under the weather. Felt okay. Oh, Ant Farms, not Ant Hills. That is also what's been tripping me up. So if you were no longer under the weather, you felt okay. That's what it is. Star, celeb, celebrity. There we go. I saw a celeb last night. I went to the UK premiere of a new film starring Jodie Foster, Vie Privée, or Private Life, and she was there. I had no idea she was going to be there. The director, Rebecca Slotowski, was there as well. Actress, activist, Cox. Oh, Laverne Cox. There we go. Okay, she's an actress and activist. Where all of your knowledge might be wasted. Bar something? Something about wasted, like getting drunk. Bar. I'm not sure what it is. One of a kind individual. I don't know. By, via. As in you went by a particular route, via that route. Bar trivia. There we go, where all your knowledge might be wasted. I see. Okay, that's clever. Because you use your knowledge at a bar trivia. Like a pub quiz. But you might be wasted. One of a kind individual. A rare bird. There we have it. Tempo between lento and adagio. Largo, I suppose. We're booked. Rooms? Like rooms are booked? Maybe? Creates. Forms. That's straightforward. Not so private diaries. Vlogs, right, because they're public. At least in theory. Barrage with insults in online lingo. Flame? Yeah, you don't hear that terminology used as much anymore, but it certainly was a big internet term. Sentiment during El Dia de San Valentin. Sentiment. Sorry, I need to cough 1 moment. Okay, just pause the video for 3 seconds there. Probably wouldn't even have needed to have mentioned that, and you might not have noticed, but I mentioned it anyway. Anyway, what is the sentiment? I mean, it's something love or something like that. Sentiment during El Dia de San Valentin. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. Oh. Maybe it's not the concept of love, but rather, ti amo, like I love you. Maybe that's what we're looking for there. Does that work? Someone who spends a lot of time baking. Don't know. It's pitched. Maybe this is wrong. What about over here? Volunteers suggestion. I'm in, or I'll help, or something. Nonette of Greek mythology. The Fates or the Muses? Which is it? And I can't remember which would be 9. The Muses, I think? School that's home to Mike the Tiger and his 15,000 square foot habitat. I don't know, but Muses looks good because it'll end in U for university. The Yankees and the Red Sox, e.g., are they foes, rivals? Ecological community, a biome? I think we had biome in the puzzle the other day. Packs of zombies, hordes, I guess. Volunteers, suggestion, use me? Yeah, that feels good. A plus giver, question mark. Okay, there's a question mark, so it's not just a teacher. It's something more specific. Someone who, or punny, someone who spends a lot of time baking. Not sure what we're looking for there. Something you might have while trying to move quickly. Part of a film studio's overhead, a boom mic, so you literally hold a boom mic over the actors in order to record them on set. The rockets on a scoreboard. I don't know. Verbally threw tomatoes at you, booed someone. Shares a big fish story, brags, right? You say, the fish was this big. The Beatles' The End has one at the beginning, a drum solo. There we go. Yeah, The End has solos from all 4 Beatles, doesn't it? Something you might have while trying, or am I thinking of that? Am I thinking of the right song? I think I am. Something you might have while trying to move quickly. I'm not sure what we're looking for there. Fire. Something you might have while trying to move quickly. You might have, I don't know. Excessive enthusiasm. I don't know. Blunt recap of a disappointing match. I don't know. Long-time alternative to Altoids. Oh, certs is another mint. I don't know. A mint, I guess. One might be ticked off. Ticked off. I don't know. Common parfait toppings. Oats, maybe? Yeah, oats you'd often see on a parfait for breakfast or something. Excessive enthusiasm. It's so funny with this puzzle. I'm going through these sort of ups and downs of solving it very smoothly and then really hitting a lot of resistance. A plus given. Oh, a blood donor. There we go. It's a blood type in this instance. So LSU, Louisiana State University, maybe, home to Mike the Tiger. Great. Excessive enthusiasm is... Maybe there's something else wrong here. I don't know. Blunt recap of a disappointing match. I lost. Okay, that was straightforward. One might be ticked off a list. You tick off items on a to-do list, of course. Excessive enthusiasm is mania. That was all fine. And a fire sale. You might have a fire sale. You might hold a fire sale, put one on if you're trying to move to sell things quickly. That's what it is. Is this album something? So, no, it's not. Someone who spends a lot of time baking. A beach bum, maybe? Oh, these are blogs. Right. Sorry. Why did I go straight to vlogs? I guess because I'm doing a video right now. Video log. Okay. Someone who spends a lot of time baking is a beach bum. They spend a lot of time baking in the sun. Oh, te amo. Sorry. I put te amo I put the Italian spelling there. Sentiment during El Dia de San Valentin. Te amo. There we go. That's correct for Spanish. Okay. It's pitched is a tent. You pitch a tent. Eagles and Ravens are teams. Are they NFL teams? I think that might be right. Hush, silence. Base for a bust. Christopher Nolan movie with a palindromic name is Tenet. And even if we didn't know that, we could have filled in all of it except for the end to make it a palindrome. Base for a bust. A plinth, right, okay. A bust like a, statuary. Source of relief would be, is it aloe? The official medicinal plant of the New York Times crossword? I'm not sure. 1 out of 100, a cent, 1 cent out of 100 maybe? 100 parts to $1, for instance. Claustrophobe's desire, some sort of space, open space maybe. You don't want to be cooped up in a small space. Caitlin of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Caitlin Olsen is the It's D in that show. 1 trillionth prefix. Is that peta or something? Or no, pico probably. Is that right? Key ingredients in Kong Yu Bing, a savory Chinese pancake. Scallions, yeah, scallion pancakes. Very common in Chinese cuisine. Locales for some residents in brief. ERs, like resident doctors in the emergency room, perhaps. Cosmetic injection, a lip filler, I guess, and then AQI measurer, EPA, right, that's Air Quality Index, so the Environmental Protection Agency would measure that. And then lip filler, source of relief. It is aloe. It is the official medicinal plant of the New York Times crossword. And there we go. Okay, so my solve was all over the place there. Started off pretty strong. I was getting things in the grid quickly. And then, was it over here? Yeah. It just went through these sort of peaks and valleys. I went through ups and downs in which I was solving pretty straightforwardly, and then I would just not be for a while. But I think all in all, that was a reasonable solve. And yeah, learned perhaps a bit of bar trivia, the school that's home to Mike the Tiger and various other things. And there we have it. That was the Friday crossword. Let me know how you fared with this themeless, slightly punny, not outrageously punny, but slightly punny. There were some good ones in here. Colonial homes being ant farms, that was good. A+ giver being a blood donor, that's very clever. Someone who spends a lot of time baking as a beach bum, that's pretty good as well. And there we go. Oh, did I ever get this? Tempo between lento and adagio? Yeah, I did see that, sorry. Anyway, there we go. That was the Friday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for a trickier Saturday themeless crossword. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done so, and share your experience with this one in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server linked underneath the video in the description field. And yes, do join me for this Saturday. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.